Hey makers, one of my favorite video game of all time got to be Sea of Thieves. Today, we're bringing the famous Chest of Legends to life.
We shall sail together.
We're starting by downloading the Chest of Legends model from CG Trader. A huge shout out to the creator for making this masterpiece available. Make sure to check it out. With the model ready, it's time to slice. I'm using Orca Slicer with the following settings: 0.2mm layer height, 15% infill for a sturdy but efficient print, and supports enabled to handle those intricate overhangs. The model is also scaled up 700%. Let's send this to the Creality K1 Max and get printing. The K1 Max does an amazing job with this 40-hour print. It's fast, reliable, and perfect for large projects like this chest. Alright, the printing part is done. Let's get to work. Now it's time to remove the supports. The amount of supports on this model was insane. I guess I could have adjusted the support setting a bit. This will take time, but patience is key when working with big models like this. I use pliers and scrapers to carefully break of the supports without damaging the print. As you can see, a lot of supports. The chest is starting to take shape. Let's get it ready for sanding. Sanding is key to smoothing out the layer lines and getting a more professional finish. I started with 120 grit sandpaper, going over the whole model, then moved to a 400 grit for a more finer finish. This sanding machine I'm using is amazing. It's actually a foot grinder, but works like a charm on 3D prints. I went ahead and primed the model. This step is really important and helps the paint adhere better and makes the colors pop. For a flawless surface, I'm going over the chest with this glazing spot putty to fill any gaps or rough areas. I pretty much ended up covering the whole model. I just wanted to say thank you for watching. If you made it this far, this was a super fun project and I love how it turned out. Stay tuned to see the chest take form. After the putty had dried, I went over with a 3000 grit sandpaper to smooth it even more. This turned out to be really messy. Be sure to wear a mask. Last application of priming is done. Now we need to get it ready for paint. Before we paint, we need to mask off some parts of the chest. Let's get to painting. First, I spray paint both parts with this black matte color. The black color turned out really good. Now we need to remove the masking tape and again mask the black parts for the next color. I spray painted the chest with a silver metal textured color. Time to remove the masking tape and have a look. Alright, the tape is removed. Here I'm going over with some acrylic paint to touch up around the edges and fixing some bad masking. I highly recommend getting a good masking tape, so this won't happen. The chest is looking really nice so far. Next step is to paint the small parts, like the hinges on the side and the skull that goes in the middle. I'm using the same silver color as the one on the chest. This green paint on the skull turned out nice. Let's use some super glue and get this skull in the right place. The tape on the sides is just temporary to keep the chest from closing while I glue the skull. Time for the hinges. These just snap right on, so I won't need to glue them or anything. For a bonus detail to the chest, I decided to add this purple silk piece on the inside, covering the walls and the bottom to make it pop a bit when you open the chest. To find the right dimension for the silk, I just measured the inside walls and traced it to a paper. I could have probably done this part better, but it turned out pretty good. I just added some super glue in each corner and folded the top of the walls. It was definitely the right decision to add the silk. It just adds more depth to the chest and give it more life in my opinion. Time for the finishing touches. I cut up some thin metal string and put it inside the latch. Now I can open and close the chest. I accidentally forgot to record the start here, but I'm basically masking around the gems that will be painted green. I should have masked them earlier when I painted the whole chest, but this should be fine. For the gems, I'm using an emerald greenish color in acrylic. This should really help bring out the details around the chest walls. While I wait for the paint to dry, I quickly want to show you these coins I printed to fill the chest with. It's a mix of coins from different games. Septim from Skyrim, a gold bar, ACP coin from Call of Duty, some Animal Crossing coins, and more. I will at the end show you the chest filled with these, plus all the other game and movie currencies I have laying around. Now that the paint have set, let's remove the masking tape and take a look. Alright, the Chest of Legends is complete. This was a really fun project. I got to test out some new tools, and working on a big model like this really showed me that spending time and working the details really pays off. At the end here, let's open up the chest and take a look. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support and feedback on my projects. Catch you in the next one.